Kim Kardashian allegedly damaged Marilyn Monroe's iconic Happy Birthday, Mr. President dress from 1962. And the internet is coming after her. So let's take a quick look at the dress and what has happened, the before and after. Whew. All right, let's look at the reports. Let's look at the report, what people are saying. Now, let me open up this report. Leave Kim alone, man. I have a few thoughts. On this, which I'm going to cover. I'm going to address. So this is the before and after. And the Marilyn Monroe collection is an Instagram account, but it looks like they are the owners, official account for the Scott Forder's Marilyn Monroe collection. So it looks like they were the collectors, they were the archivists of this dress and a few other Marilyn Monroe collectibles. So they say, just in case you missed it, missing crystals and some left hanging by the thread. And you can see it in the pictures. In the picture, it looks quite messed up, right? So they got a picture of the dress on June 2nd where it was displayed back at Ripleys Hollywood. So basically, Ripleys Hollywood purchased this dress. So they actually have the before and after. They were trying to I think people were trying to come for them. This is the before and after the Met Gala. And they actually had the dress on display. This is the dress on display. So that to anyone who may be questioning the actual condition of Marilyn Monroe's Happy Birthday, Mr. President dress prior to being purchased by Ripley's, or implying that low quality photo of the dress were shared to somehow make the newly discovered damage of the dress seem worse than it actually is. This is 4K video that I took of the gown while it was on display in November of 2016. So this is the after, as we can see right now. And this is before this is in 2016, and this is the condition that it was in. First of all, can I just acknowledge, so it looks like you guys sold it to Ripley's, right? So you are supposedly the Marilyn Monroe, Marilyn Monroe collections, right? The world's largest private collection of Marilyn Monroe's personal property and archives. Why are you selling this? And if you're the one selling it, why are you then trying to bash the new owners for clout? They have 84,000 followers. They obviously probably made quite a few followers after they posted these videos and all the attention that they're getting. But to me, it's like you're clout chasing right now. You sold this, so why did you sell it? If you are the best at archiving, if you're the best at preserving materials, then don't sell it. But you obviously sold it because you needed money, you needed the funds. So now you want to come on here and bash the new owners of it. So that's one take I have. Because look, at the end of the day, I'm an artist, and I really take these things seriously. Archiving stuff, it's very important to me. It's very serious to me. So I first have to, if we're going to point any fingers and blame anyone, I want to start by blaming these guys, I want to start by blaming these guys. Scott Fortner, I want to start by blaming you for selling this collection in the first place, because it seems as though you're suggesting that had you still owned it, you would never have allowed Kim wear it. So now let's address Ripley's, and then we'll address Kim Kardashian. So according to Ripley's, after receiving Kim Kardashian's request to wear the dress a couple of months ago, we had to make some decisions as far as whether or not we were willing to let Kim borrow the dress. Joyner said, we did 2 different fittings with her. The first one was in LA in April, and then the second one later in April, to see whether or not the dress would fit. The biggest challenge that we had is that we really wanted to make sure that she kept it the integrity of the dress and preservation, because it's 60 years old and we feel that it's such an iconic piece of fashion, both from historical perspective but also from a pop culture perspective, right? So that's the first thing. Then May 5th, right? To be fair, Ripley said it did try to protect the dress. We basically had many conversations with Kim and her team and put a lot of requirements in place with security and with the handling of the dress. Amanda Joyner, the vice president of the licensing and publishing at Ripleys, said to the Daily Beast, the dress was never with Kim alone. It was always with a Ripleys representative. We always ensured that at any time we felt that the dress was in danger of ripping or we felt uncomfortable about anything, we always had the ability to be able to say we are not going to continue with this, right? That was May 5th. And then another report on May 2nd, great care was taken to preserve the piece of pop culture history with input from the garment conservationists, appraisers, and archivists, and garments condition was top priority. Believe it or not, no alterations were made to the dress, and Kim even changed into a replica after the red carpet. So, first of all, to me, that's just lip service. They're just trying to not be ridiculed by the whole sort of like, archivist community, historians, and even some of the art community, fashion historians. They don't want to be like bashed. So they're trying to give us all this lip service saying that they did this, they did that, they did that. But we can see the footage. We can see that the dress is messed up. Definitely irresponsible on their part for giving this thing to Kim. And because for me, I know that it's obvious, everybody wants to blame Kim, and she definitely is at fault. She definitely is, there's some, she's at fault in some ways, but all the blame does not only go to Kim Kardashian, right? Leave Kim alone. Right? It's not just Kim. Other people are at fault. So when we look at this dress, wow. First of all, the lighting in the before come on. You can't compare the before and after the lighting. So it's making it look far worse, but we do acknowledge, and we're not going to deny the fact that we could see, missing crystals and hanging thread. We can see that. We see this. Right. And I do want to blame Ripleys. I feel like these people wanted clout. They wanted to get the attention of working with Kim Kardashian. Yes, Marilyn Monroe is she's an icon. She's a pop culture icon historically. But Kim Kardashian is a modern icon. And Kim Kardashian is a Marilyn Monroe equivalent in today's era. In what is important to consumers in today's era. Because people are going to say, oh my God, Marilyn Monroe knew how to act. She did this, she did that. Yeah. And Kim Kardashian knows how to build a substantial social media following. How many people in this era can compete with her with that? Nobody. So Kim Kardashian is still an icon in the modern era. And so I think they wanted clout. They wanted to work with her. And that's it. So that's me giving it, from Kim's side, just being generous to Kim. But hey, on this channel, we tell the full picture. We tell all sides. Now, where is Kim at fault? Because we're not going to, render her blameless for this. This is definitely her fault. And what I see here, because look, at this point, we know Kim Kardashian. We know her, at least her public image. We know what her priorities are. We know Kim Kardashian. She's a reality star. We know her. We know how she thinks. Obviously we don't know her personally, but we know enough about her to know what her agenda is. And to me, it's giving narcissism. To me, it's giving, first of all, you need a new stylist. You can't replace Kanye. You want to make yourself relevant in the fashion industry. So you get this iconic piece, and I have this video where I break down how Kim Kardashian needs a new stylist, and she can't keep ripping off old looks and trying to reimagine. No, she doesn't even reimagine them. She just wears them and tries to pass it off as iconic, and it's not iconic. You want to be an icon, you want to be a fashion icon, get a good stylist. Now, I'm not saying that you need Kanye West. He obviously was the one that got you to where you are in the fashion industry. Any people that want to dispute that, they obviously don't know the history of Kim Kardashian's fashion. They don't know Kim Kardashian before Kanye. You know, they don't know what she was and how like the fashion industry completely ignored her before Kanye West, that she was not even allowed into the Met Gala until she went with him as his plus one. Right? So these people don't know this, but Kanye West completely changed up her fashion and made her into a fashion icon. Now, sure, Kim Kardashian was a stylist beforehand, but come on. Go watch the video where I broke down why Kim needs a new stylist. In this video, I just want to explain that at the end of the day, I get where you're trying to do, Kim. You know, but I just feel like you need a new stylist and stop trying to pass off old looks as current looks. That's number one. Number two, it's really disrespectful. It's clear that your agenda was to get and gain from this without giving reverence, like proper reverence, you know, to the icon that is Marilyn Monroe, or handling her materials with care. If you were going to handle it with care, you would have known that you shouldn't even wear this dress and destroy this dress. If you are this fashion icon and you understand the importance of history, it should not even have been an option to you. It should have been blasphemy to you to ruin a piece of art, an archive. It should have been a no. But you wanted to gain from this by getting the attention of wearing an iconic Marilyn Monroe dress, the Happy Birthday, Mr. President dress. You wanted that clout, and you wanted to show that you're the only person in the world that would be allowed to wear the dress and fit in the dress also. You wanted to do that, and that's what you did. You got your 5 minutes of fame from it. Because these PR stunts, they're so interesting because they're always short term. It's like you do this PR, like the Kardashians, you have to respect them because they do this every month. And it's hard to do this every month. Get this much hype around something every month is hard. But I think she wanted to one up her look in the last Met Gala when Kanye dressed her in the fall. She wanted to just get the PR attention. She knew she couldn't get the fashion right because she doesn't have the substance of the fashion. So she kind of just wanted to get the PR, and she pretty much probably got more PR from this, but it's not good PR, and it doesn't make you look good. And because you handled this with complete disrespect, you're getting what you give out into the universe. Now, like a lot of these people don't talk about this, but a lot of these famous people, they're users. A lot of these famous people, they only care about themselves and what they're going to gain from certain things. They don't think about what they're going to give back to society. They don't think about what they're going to give back to the community. They're not thinking about how they're completely destroying and disregarding a piece of art, a historic piece of art. This is the equivalent of Beyonce and Jay-Z asking to go to the Louvre to hold the Mona Lisa. It's the equivalent of that, which is like, but look, Beyonce and Jay-Z were respectful. They filmed in front of the Mona Lisa, even though some people would still think that's a little disrespectful. But we know there's a bulletproof glass covering the Mona Lisa. They didn't touch it, and they were probably their crew was probably monitored, extremely monitored while they were in there because there's other artwork in the room. So they would have been monitored and ensured that they respected the place, And so I just feel as though Kim Kardashian kind of just wanted to use this as an opportunity to one up her career, to keep her name going and her brand going. And that's exactly what it's doing, but it's disrespecting art and it's disrespecting history. And I'm just like, Kim, just be more mindful, just focus on substance and do what you need instead of trying to cover it up with some BS PR, right? Why don't you just get a good stylist? it's not that hard. I know I said go to some universities, but you don't even have to go there. If you want an experienced person, get somebody that's like the head of something at Vogue, or the head of something at one of these like big designers. Get them to be your stylist. Hire them full time to be your stylist. Or get some sort of collaboration with them going. But don't disrespect history. And these like looks that you're trying to pass off as iconic is not iconic. It's disrespectful, and it doesn't even look good. You look bland. There was nothing going on there. So I'm just not impressed by Kim, the clout chasing and all of that. But also, I'm not impressed by the people that gave it to her in the first place to wear it. In fact, I don't even blame Kim for that, because she's going to do what she's going to do. She's going to think about herself. That's what she does. But you're supposed to be the one preserving it, and you're trying to get clout by working with Kim Kardashian, and so that's why you're doing this. It's just disrespecting the art. It's disrespecting the history. On one side, I understand how people are going to see this and think, oh my God, give Kim a break. Everybody keeps coming for her, blah, blah, blah. I get that. When I first saw the story, that's exactly what I thought. But when I thought about it from an artist perspective, and someone that I'm also like, I love history, and, as a historian, as an artist, it's extremely disrespectful. Yeah, so I have a problem with that. And I'm sure a lot of people in the art world, in the history buffs, have a problem with it. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. Do you think Kim should have been allowed to wear this dress? Do you think Kim was disrespectful? Do you think all the blame goes to Kim? I don't think it all goes to Kim. I think it goes to everybody, including the Marilyn Monroe collection, who are trying to point fingers. But why did you sell it in the first place? And once you sell it, like, now you don't have control about how it's used. So why are you just trying to get clout now and trying to like do this expose? It's ridiculous. But yeah, ultimately we have an iconic dress that now has been ruined. And where do we go from here? There's no resolution. There's nothing that can be done. It has to be preserved. And now, in a way, this is art. Now that Kim has ruined it, it's going to be remembered. Maybe that's exactly what Kim was trying to do. Now that Kim has ruined the piece, it's now like, okay, well, this iconic dress worn by Marilyn Monroe and ruined by Kim Kardashian. And that is iconic in itself, in a way. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. Leave a comment down below. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, all the above. You're watching Brand Video Pro, and I'm your host, Kenim O. Guys, Cash App me, link down below, $, KenimOba. Cash App me, support this channel, like, follow, subscribe, all the above, and I'll see you in the next one. All right, I'll see you next time. A peace. End stream.